Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Homemaking with Katrina. Yes, happy Wednesday. Josh was saying hello. Hello. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Today was 6 weeks ago that I had my sweet little angel. She's over there being calm for now. I had my 6-week checkup. Everything went well. Everything looks good. Doctor said everything looks amazing. So thank God. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 new recipes for you today. It's just what's for dinner for my large family. If you are new here, hello. I am a mom of 9 children, 5 boys, 4 girls. Yes, we homeschool. We love serving God above all things, and we just live life. Nothing is perfect, not trying to be perfect, just doing motherhood things, taking care of my family to the best of my ability. And all glory and honor goes to God. Yes. So I am doing, don't ask me what this recipe is. Yeah, can you cut that for me, Kim? Because I don't know. Just winging it. Okay. No. Okay. So this is what it is. I have had a taste for like a dump cake. I had a taste for some brownies. I had a taste for cookies, cookie bar pie, or whatever, chocolate chip pie. That's chocolate chip cookie pie or something like that. Looking on Pinterest, just sitting there and just wanting to just eat a buffet of sweets. When I'm breastfeeding, within the first 6 months, honestly, I just crave a lot of sweets. That is my weakness. So I'm fulfilling that weakness. Thank you. So what I decided to do was to make like all of that in one. No, I don't need a pan. I don't need a pan. So I'm going to show you the ingredients of what I am doing. Okay. So, okay. I need y'all to stop interrupting me, boys. Okay. So you get a devil's food cake, marshmallows, and cookie dough. Cassie's got always come in, Cameron. I don't need this, baby. No, that's raw. No, it had raw egg in it. It's not icing. So I'm going to show you what I've done so far. Okay, so I made the cake mix. And I substituted the water that's on here. I substituted it for a cup of milk because I wanted a fluffier texture. Boys, get down. I want a fluffier texture, so that's what I did. And I used a half a bag, so about 2 cups of marshmallows. And now I'm going to add, and I just, of course, grease my casserole dish because these will be cake slices. The marshmallows, you can omit it, but I think it's going to turn out really, really good. I did see a recipe that used brownies with marshmallows, and it gave it just a gooey texture, and so I wanted to try that. And so right now I'm going to add some of this cookie dough, but there's not a name for this. We are just winging it. So I did 3 eggs, a half a cup of oil, and a cup of milk. Mixed it together, put it in the casserole dish, added the 2 cups of marshmallows, and now I'm going to add the cookies and show you once I add those. So this is how it looks. I just used half of that, 2 rows. There's, I think it's 12 cookies. No, I can't remember if it's 24 cookies or 12 cookies. I can't remember. Okay. Anyway, so I just broke them in pieces and stuck them inside of there. And this will go in a 350-degree oven for about 30 to 35 minutes or until completely cooked. Yes. And I'll show you the finished product once it comes out. And then, but now we're going to put this in the oven and we'll be on to our next recipe. So on to the next recipe, not the new. I have made this recipe before. It's called taco pasta, but and you'll find it I found it when I first found it. I think I found it on Instagram by the Cozy Cook or something like that. And it's really, really good, but she uses ground beef, and I actually used ground beef when I made that same recipe, but this time I'm going to use chicken. I have some ground beef, and I actually took out ground beef, but I just decided I just didn't have a taste for ground beef or beef in general. It just felt heavy. So I decided to take out some chicken breasts and unthaw those. This is about a pound of chicken breast. I think it's like 4 or 5 chicken breasts, maybe a little bit over a pound. I'm not sure. I'm just using the remaining of the chicken breast from the 10-pound bag of chicken. I've made multiple meals out of that, and so I'm just now finishing that chicken up. So you'll need whatever type meat, steak, chicken, or pork that you want to use for this recipe, turkey, or you can leave it without any meat if you want to. Of course, I'm using 2 boxes of medium-sized shells because for my family of 11. So you can use whatever type pasta as well. I'm using that. You'll need, of course, some diced tomatoes. I've got, of course, 2 14-ounce cans of diced tomatoes, and I've got 1 package of taco seasoning because there can't be taco pasta without taco seasoning. You can make your own. I never make my own. I'm gonna be honest with you. To me, it's just as cheap as it is. Why pull out all those spices just to do it when I could just buy a 40-cent pack of taco seasoning? Okay, so you'll need some paprika. I'm using a little bit of cayenne because I want a little bit of heat, but not too much. Some chili powder. You'll just need a couple of dashes of the chili powder because honestly, in taco seasoning, you taste more cumin than anything, or cumin or whatever, however you say it, than chili powder. And I like that little smoky taste. Or you can use smoky paprika. Some granulated garlic. I'm going to use a little bit of this chicken flavor bouillon. Some minced garlic. You can cut up your own or use garlic powder. This is about 2 tablespoons. And then I've got about about 2 tablespoons of fresh cilantro. Over here I've got half of a white onion diced up and some peppers, some bell peppers. I've got a red and a yellow bell pepper diced up. Then for the sauce consistency, you can do just cheese and milk to make your thickening, or just cheese and heavy cream. I had a can of this salsa con queso. I'm going to use this and a little bit of, probably won't even need heavy cream, this and this. So if it gets a little thick, I can add a little heavy cream, or you can add milk or evaporated milk. And that's all you need for this. And I'm going to pair it with some breadsticks, some frozen breadsticks, and a nice side salad. That is it. So we're going to go ahead and get this recipe going. You'll dice up your chicken into bite-sized pieces because you want them to be small. This meal literally takes about 30 minutes, maybe less than that. The longest process will be the chicken because, as you can see, pasta cooks. This pasta says it cooks in 11 minutes. So sauteing veggies don't take any time, and it's just an easy weeknight meal. And then of course you don't even have to cook a salad. You just throw everything in a bowl with your favorite toppings and favorite veggies, and you've got a salad. So it is 5:52 right now. I want to have dinner on the table by at least 6:30. Yes, I can do this because right now my baby is kind of in and out sleeping, so the house is kind of quiet as well. She's over there in Daddy's arms, so she'll probably sleep about a good 30 minutes, maybe. But either way, I want to get this meal on. Let's get started. had forgot to, I always add anytime I'm making any type Mexican food, believe it or not, you do not taste it, but I always add a bit of cinnamon. Cinnamon just enhances the flavors. It does not make it taste sweet. Cinnamon honestly is not even sweet anyway, but it just enhances the flavor. It's almost like what's weird when you hear people putting a drop of nutmeg in mac and cheese sauce, and how it just makes that cheese sauce take it to another level, but you don't taste nutmeg unless you're using too much. Or that sweet potato pie that you add just a little bit of nutmeg, but not too much because you don't want it to be tasting like nutmeg. That's how it is with the cinnamon. So that's what I did, and I added about 2 tablespoons of olive oil to that, just to tenderize the meat as it cooks. Yes. And so I've got my skillet right now. This is on high, and I'm just gonna sear the chicken. You sear the chicken all the way through, cook it all the way through, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my water on for my noodles. What you guys see me doing right now, I'm making an icing for the cake. By the way, the cake turned out amazing. I just cannot wait to show you guys how it looks once I get the icing on there, but it is a delicious dessert. I really hope that you consider trying it. How it turned out. It turned out so good. I did put a little icing on top, just a little, you saw what I did, powdered sugar, cocoa, and a little cream, nothing special. Smeared over there hot, and look how it looks. And you can see the marshmallows in there melted really good. It's like a gooey cake, cookie cake. So the breadsticks, they'll go in the oven right once I add the cheese sauce and the pasta is done. Got our salad made. Yes, we are getting closer and closer to eating. Right now, you guys see me, it's just letting it simmer, and now I'm stirring these noodles. I'm sorry, I'm giving y'all an armful. I'm gonna get ready to add in my cheese sauce, but I wanted to tell you guys that I did about a teaspoon for all the spices that I added. It just pretty much just goes on by your taste buds, because of course you are eating this and you know what you can and cannot have. But the spices that I showed you, those are what I use, but you can use whatever spices you want. But I've let it simmer, cook the chicken all the way through, added all the tomatoes and peppers and onions back in there, let it simmer so all the flavors can come together. And now I'm just gonna add in this Totino's cheese sauce. It's really, really good. I know you're probably like, really, that sauce? You can make a homemade cheese sauce if you want, but because it's a taco pasta, it will have that taco flavor when you're eating this cheese sauce. And I think it's the queso, yeah, it's the queso flavoring. And I'm gonna let that simmer, and I add about a cup of mild cheddar cheese as well. But you can, of course, omit that if you don't want that, but the cheesier, the better, and it will be so delicious. Okay guys, so right now, after I let it simmer for about 5 or 10 minutes, just till the cheese of course is well incorporated, I drained my pasta and I just poured it and just mixed it all up. Yes, you hear Miracle in the background too. She's just my little sous chef, plus she's got to be in the picture, you know that. But yes, so now it is ready to eat. I am going to of course serve it up with a salad, and of course with that garlic bread, and it's going to be so delicious. You can also put this in a casserole dish and top it, of course, with more cheese and maybe bake it if that's your thing. You just want it super cheesy. But I just topped it with some Italian seasoning, and here's dinner. Thank you guys so much for watching. Too bad. It's 6:42. So I said 6:30. So that's still good. Before 7, less than an hour, or maybe right an hour. So I'm sorry, it was 5:53 or something. Right an hour. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys in the comments. See you next video.